everyone, we still have the echo in here, but luckily I am doing a makeup tutorial. So we have a voiceover, so you don't have to worry about the echo thing the whole time, or maybe not you, you probably don't even care about the echo, but me personally, it weighs on my mind. I don't know why. I'm crazy. It's all right. It is an all drugstore foundation routine, but I didn't just do like foundation and concealer. I also did contouring and bronzer and blush and highlight and all of that. So it's basically like drugstore face makeup. So I did everything but the eyes, and I also showed the lips, okay? I just threw it in. I don't know why. Anyway, you guys know I love the drugstore, and I've recently found a bunch of new products that I really like. So I wanted to incorporate it all into a foundation routine tap video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Thumbs up if you do and you want to see more drugstore type tutorials. I don't know, what do you want to see? Comment down below. I definitely appreciate your recommendations, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I guess that's it. Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. Come on. Let's go.
My very first step is the NYX Matte Setting Spray. I like to spray this all over my face before I do any other makeup because this is how it works best for me. Sometimes people use it after their makeup, but I find that it keeps me way more matte through the day if I do it beforehand. And I live in a super hot, humid climate in Houston, Texas, so I need all the help I can get. Next up, I'm doing foundation, and I'm actually mixing two together. They're both CoverGirl. I have the Stay Fabulous and I have the Stay Luminous. And I'm just kind of mixing these two colors together. One is definitely a lot darker than the other one, and so their powers combined, they create my current color, and it is very helpful. And now I'm going in with the Makeup Geek buffer brush, and I'm just dotting it all over my face and then blending, and it actually, this combination works together really well. I've reviewed both of these foundations in the past, and I like them alone, and I also like them together. Now I'm going back in with a little bit more of the Stay Luminous and those areas where I need a little bit more coverage, and just going in and blending again. Next up, I'm grabbing my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. I got it in the color Light, and I'm dipping my finger into the kind of salmon peachy tone, and I'm going to blend that all under my eyes. I have like a lot of like weird veiny blue tones under my eyes, and this concealer works so well to brighten it up. Is it just me, or can you totally tell a difference? I don't think so. I am really impressed with this concealer because though it is a cream concealer, it's really easy to blend and it really makes a difference, and that's definitely what I need. I'm also going down the bridge of my nose a little bit just to get super bright. Oh yeah, and to get even more bright, don't think I'm crazy, I'm going in with this super light yellow color back into the same area just a tiny bit. I might be a little neurotic about this area, but I like it super bright. Now I am blending these two kind of mid-tone concealer colors. They're more like regular skin tone colors, and I'm just covering up those like red areas that I have mainly around my nose, and I have like a couple like very small spots that I wanted to cover, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush. This one's new. I believe it's the concealer brush. It's a kind of odd shape, but I think that I like it. Now I'm grabbing my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, opening that up, and I am going to be blending these two matte highlight shades, and I'm using a small duo fiber brush just to set my under eye concealer. You'd think this would be too much, and that's what I thought when I first tried it, but it's totally not. And I'm going down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and also a bit on my chin. And now to set the rest of my foundation, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is a pretty light powder, and I am using a duo fiber brush that's a little bit larger, and I'm just kind of patting on the powder. I really try to keep it light when I'm doing an all over powder like this, and this one works pretty well. Now I'm grabbing that palette again, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Geek Chiseled Cheek Brush, and I'm going into one of the more matte contour shades, and I'm going into my natural contour of my cheek. I have a pretty good natural contour, and so I just try to focus right on those areas that have the natural shadow and really blend it out. I'm liking this brush lately. I've just started trying it out, but it's pretty nice to blend this area specifically. So I'm doing my cheekbones and whatever's left over on the brush. I use a little bit on my nose, on the bottom of my nose to make it a little bit cuter, and then also across the top of my forehead because I have kind of an extra long face. And then also along my jawline just to kind of define that area because it is kind of like a trouble spot for me personally. And now for one of my favorite steps, I'm going to be using this Physicians Formula bronzer to kind of just warm up my whole face. This is one of my holy grail drugstore bronzers, and I always come back to it. It is totally worth it. I am using a Sonia Kashuk green brush. I don't know if this was limited edition, but it is just so fun because it's green, and that's pretty much the whole reason I like it. But it also applies makeup pretty well, as you can see. And now another one of my holy grail drugstore products. This is Milani's Luminoso Baked Blush, and I love it so much I could kiss it. It is just such a flattering color. I've been using it for years and years, and as you can see, it just works for me. I love it so much. It's highlighting, it's subtle, it's perfect. It's just totally perfect. I would suggest it to anyone. And now to finish it off with a bit of highlight, I'm mixing the two shimmer highlight shades from the Contour and Highlight palette, and I'm using a little tiny baby Real Techniques brush, and I'm going over my cheekbones and a little bit above my brows, and it just adds like a little bit of shimmer. Alright, I did a little touch up to my eye makeup and brows, and now I'm ready to do my lips. I'm using one of the new Thebalm Meet Matte Hughes liquid lipsticks, and this is a really bright, fun, summery pink, and I really like how these liquid lipsticks wear. Liquid lipsticks, it's kind of hard to say, but I really like them. It stays on really well, and it doesn't feel too heavy when you apply it. Plus, the color is super fun and pink and summery, and obviously my hands are having a fabulous time.
Obviously, this is the finished look. I did my hair and everything. I hope you guys liked it. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you have already, thank you so much. You are my people and I love you. And find me on social media places everywhere. I have everything. It's LeighAnnSays, even on Snapchat. I'll put the links down below just to make it easy. Again, all the products are down below in the description as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. It is just like a next level highlighter. Like I'm almost like, is this just like a metallic eyeshadow almost? But it wears like a highlighter. Like I have it on now. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's like, it just blends out really nicely for being such an intense highlighter.